Hello and welcome back. Today we've got another £200 worth of 10p's to have a hunt through, looking for the alphabet 10p's. Ideally, we want some of the alphabets, some of the letters of the alphabet I should say. So everything from A all the way through to Z has something quintessentially British minted on it. 2018's book, we are one coin off of finishing. We need the letter G and the letter G alone. We have every other letter. And it's the closest we've ever come to completing a 10p book. 2019 on the other hand, we have plenty still to find. We've got the letters C, E, G, H, J, K, L, M, O, R, U and V. So plenty of 2019s to tick off, and if we find some territories on the way or some world coins, that would be an added bonus as well. But without further ado, let's look at these coins. So let's jump into some questions then. First question comes from Michael Cook, who says, let's see a question. What is your favourite 80s song? Good question. 80s. Wow. Crumbs, that's a tough one. Oh, I love 80s music. My Spotify playlist is crammed full of 80s music. 80s Queen and David Bowie are probably my go-tos. Oh, I don't know. I couldn't pick a particular song, but yeah, 80s Queen and Bowie, I would definitely agree with that. In fact, the Queen live at Wembley Stadium is just such a fantastic concert, and one I listen to on a semi-regular basis, to be fair. So yeah, highly recommend that. Hammer to Fall live. Oh my goodness, that's just the best song ever. But thank you for your question, Michael Cook. Next question comes from Grossy, a fellow coin tuber. Grossy Coin Hunts says, hey Christopher, my question is, now your channel has grown beyond small size, do you change the way you record or produce videos to ensure more growth, or simply what you enjoy? I don't do anything in particular to try and impact on the growth of the channel, because that's what I try to say to a lot of people when they're starting out their channels, is the impact that you can have on the growth of your channel is quite limited. We are all at the mercy of YouTube and its algorithm, and whether it's being generous, it's great, and when it's not being generous, not so great. So because this isn't my full-time job, this is a hobby that I make a bit of pocket money from, my desire and drive to grow the channel isn't what's important, if that makes sense. So as much as I would love the channel to succeed, and I'd love seeing the growth of the channel, the new subscribers, things like that, it's something I very rarely keep track of, unless, like at the moment, I'm knocking on 45,000 subscribers. When I get within sort of 100 subscribers of the big milestone, then I start paying attention, because I want to see that tick over. But in between, I don't know, building up to the next sort of milestone, I will take no heed of the subscriber growth at all. That some things will impact what videos I make in the future. It's again, it's weighing up the success of a video versus the cost of doing it. We're not talking just financial cost. I'm talking about my time and effort producing a video. If something's going to take me 10 hours to put a video together, and it does really rubbish, then is it worth doing it still? But again, that's more a cost of my own time, my free time, rather than I don't know, watching a movie, which has no impact on the channel, but has a massive impact on my well-being, which is part of why I've stopped doing the live streams for the time being. And for those that are asking, I've got no plans at the moment to return to live streaming, because I haven't figured out quite how to get the balance of that. But yes, again, something I say to everyone when you're making a channel, it's very easy to tie your self-worth into the performance of your channel, the performance of your videos. All you can do is work hard, be consistent, reach out to other people that make similar videos. Like myself, I'm more than open to working with other people, and I'd like to think the other coin tubers would agree to that. That's what you can do. And if you're making your own channel, if you've got a channel, you're growing, and it's growing steadily, try not to focus on the subscribers. Obviously, when you get to those milestones, that first 100 subscribers, that first 1,000 subscribers, that 2,000, 5,000, 10,000, obviously stop to smell the roses by all means, but don't obsess about it. And another thing around comments, everyone gets horrible comments. I am not excluded from that. I get my fair share of mean messages or negative messages, or just bozos that have got out of the loony bin and want to say something horrible. But look at the grand scheme of things, and I am so ever grateful for every one of you that watches the videos, that likes them, that leaves lovely messages for me, because that is 99% of the interaction I get with viewers, whether that's on YouTube or on social medias, getting lovely messages. And it's very easy to fixate on that small minority, that one person, that 2 or 3 people that will come and leave a stupid comment, and that to be what you zone into. But you can't do that. You've got to look at the wider picture, all the lovely stuff as well, and if that is what the overriding message is, that's what you should take away, and not focus on those I can't say certain words, but I need to be those nasty people that can go take a running jump. We'll say that. That's a bit of a ramble on that question. I hope I answered your question. But yes, the size of my channel hasn't impacted how I do videos. The other thing that I think has changed though is my comfort, my at easeness of making videos. When I look back at my first video, oh my gosh, it's awful, I hate it, I refuse to watch it. People keep asking me to do a review of or rewatch your first videos, and I just think that would take a lot of persuasion, because I have to watch the videos back when I'm editing them, and I see this guy and I think, oh, shut up. Which I probably will do whilst I'm editing this one, to be fair. But other than that, I don't watch the videos. I can't do it unless I'm featuring on someone else's channel. Then I would tune in and have a look to see how it went, how they've edited it, how they put it together. But yes, my easiness with making videos has improved immeasurably, and it's because it's part of my spiel now. It's a second language to me. The way we start videos, we do videos, we answer questions, and blah 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 blah. I say we, I've always said we. I don't know why. In terms of the YouTube channel, it's Christopher Clex and Christopher that putting the videos together. Anyway, we don't need 10 more minutes on this same question. You've got plenty of airtime on that one, Grossy Coin Hunts. But thank you for the question. It was an interesting sort of out of left field question. Apollo Ferris says, I love your videos, Christopher. I usually watch them before bed and when I first wake up. It's such a relaxing start and end to the day. Oh, that's very kind of you. And again, it's interesting when people watch the videos. In fact, if you're people are watching now, let me know in the comments, when do you watch the videos? Do you watch them when they come out? Do you watch them of an evening, mornings? I'd be interested to know. I think majority of you watch them around the sort of release between 6 and 7, depending if I'm having issues uploading that day. But it's an interesting thought, and I'm glad to think that my little videos, my efforts are some sort of positive in your lives, much as I've said a million times, the impact that you guys have on me is really, really positive. Dawkins says, even though there's about 1 in 1,000 chance of me winning one of these prizes, I might as well enter. Definitely, you've got to be in it to win it. Been amazing watching your channel grow since I first subscribed about 500 days ago, and couldn't be happier for you. Thank you. I've been sat here thinking of a decent question for 10 minutes, and here's what I've come up with. Right, I'm ready. If you could have lunch with one person, dead or alive, who would it be and why? I definitely want to have lunch with someone alive. I think the smell wouldn't be great if I went to lunch with someone dead. Also, good luck with everyone. Wish you all the best. Happy hunting. One person I could have lunch with. Any one person, alive or dead. Oh, that's a tough one. There's a lot of people that I think would be fascinating. I've got my own idols and my heroes, like David Bowie, Freddie Mercury, Roger Taylor, Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra. I think I would have to go with Dean Martin though. I think, yeah, Dean Martin. That would be amazing. Robbie Isbister says, I would love one of those £2 coins to give to my brother. He collects £2 coins and I collect 50p. Oh, that's very generous of you if you were to win it to give it away. Fingers crossed, this is from James, fingers crossed for any of these fantastic coins. Question, if the Royal Mint were to put a car on a coin, what car do you think they'd be best to put on? It's got to be the Mini, hasn't it? Is there any more iconic a car other than maybe an Aston Martin? Although that's been on the Aston Martin was on the James Bond one, but that's a good question. I think probably a Mini, and in fact they could have the penny covered Mini at the Royal Mint on a coin. That would be very cool. That's like a homage to themselves as well. Inspector Gadget 2004 says, glad to see you change the background towel cloth thingy. So yes, I changed it. It's probably about once every 6 months or so, and the one I bought is to replace the last one. It's quite a light colour, and it is turning a little bit gross, so I might have to... Don't worry, I get my fair use out of it. I turn it around, I flip it over, and I turn it around, and I get I use every single part of the towel that I can, because why not? Get the money's worth. Dragon Collect says, do you think it's time for a new lucky hat? So yeah, live streams used to have my fezzes and my rainbow bowler hat as lucky hats. I don't really have much requirement to wear them now, to be fair. Maybe I should start wearing them in the 50p's and the £2 coin hunts. Let me know what you think. Alfie Jones says, brilliant giveaway. When do you think coins and banknotes and stamps will become obsolete? Hopefully not in my lifetime, because a lot of my hobby is coin collecting, stamp collecting. I think, again, I've talked about the cashless society so many times. We are, I think, further away from a cashless society than people may think and expect. You only have to cast back your mind to, was it last year when they were talking about removing pennies, or stopping minting pennies and 2 pennies? Was it 5 pennies? Well, I can't recall now. And there's public outcry. We as a nation don't want them to take our coins. I think there's a lot of people in the country, the elderly, the vulnerable, people that maybe don't trust cards. That I think there's enough people that we're not going to move away from it anytime soon. I think what's going on in the world at the moment has probably accelerated the pace of going to a cashless society, because some people that maybe haven't trusted or haven't wanted to use cards before have had no choice but to use cards. But I think we underestimate the amount of people that like to deal in cash. The issue as well of governments and everything would love us all to use our debits and credit cards, because then every transaction, every purchase is traceable. And not that they're spying on us, obviously, but for stopping things like fraud, for stopping things like money laundering. If there's a consistent, never-ending audit trail, then that would be beneficial. But I'd like to think that they won't take away. I think we will see less and less new to circulation coins, which we have been seeing, but which is a shame, because as a coin collector, and I'm sure you agree, the more coins that are coming into circulation, the more there is to find, the more exciting it is. But yeah, anyway, that's the cashless society. Rich Swift says, hi Christopher, what is your favourite planet? Ooh, it's got to be Earth. Is there any greater planets to live on? I don't know. Maybe there is. I would love to go to another planet with other life. I think that'd be fascinating to be on a planet with sentient creatures that have evolved and grown completely separate from us. How different they may be and how similar they may be. I think that would be really, really interesting, actually. So yeah, so I'll go on a rocket. I'll go. So you point me in the direction, and off we go. My good friend and fellow CoinTuber James E.B. Hoycoin says, 40k, 100k on the way. Deserve it for all your hard work and for inspiring the coin collecting community. A question: what will you do to celebrate when you hit 100k? Again, well deserved, mate. Your B Hoy Jamesy. I don't know. 100,000 subscribers is a long, long way off, if I even get there. We're knocking on 3 years, and we're at almost 45,000 subscribers. So, in over another, we're not even halfway there yet. So we've got over 3 years before we even can start knocking on that. I don't know. In my mind, I know what I want to do for 100,000 subscribers if I ever get there. 50k's first though. That's the next target, and I got something awesome planned. There is going to be an amazing giveaway you're going to love. So if you're not subscribed, I never ask for subscriptions. I make a point of not doing it in my videos. Lots of people say like and favorite, share, and blah 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 blah. I do all my giveaways because I'm spending my money to as a thank you to you guys. So that's when I feel I can do. But if you want me to get 50,000 subscribers and you want to see what the prizes I've got planned for that are, now is the time to subscribe. But yeah, back of my mind, I know what I want to do. and it would be amazing. But we got to get there first. As I said, I'm happy ticking along as it is. Rosanna Art says, I don't know whether my comment was posted due to YouTube being dodgy. Dear, she's actually put doggy. But wow, what a lovely coin. I love the designs. One of them would look amazing in my small collection, as I have always wanted a silver-proof coin, but I can't afford them, sadly. As for a question, are commemorative coins more circulated in rural areas compared to the countryside? As I live in Cumbria and I hardly find any coins, makes me wonder. So the way that coins are circulated, so they obviously made at the Royal Mint. The Royal Mint are told how many coins that they need to mint in the year. The Royal Mint decides how many of what designs they want to create. And so those figures come from the Treasury, forecasted by banks, cash centres, things like that. The way they're then distributed, you've got some major cash centres all across the country. And if one part of the country, if they are seeing lots of £2 coins going out of circulation, they go, oh, we need more £2 coins. The cash centres will send them out to those distributors and centres, which then distribute to banks and shops and blah 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 blah. When the cash centres are running low on a certain denomination, that's when they come from the Royal Mint up to those cash centres. It's the best of my knowledge and understanding of the process. So it's all a bit of pot luck, to be fair. If when, I don't know, say the New Diversity 50p, they've minted 2.5 million, I think is rumoured amount. I don't think there's been actual iron cast confirmation of that, and I won't trust it until we get the mintage figures from the Royal Mint. And even then you'd be sceptical because they've changed mintage figures in the past. But if all of a sudden, I don't know, down in Cornwall, they are running out of 50, they're finding less and less 50p's in circulation, and the cash centre, I don't know what cash centre is that provides the coins down to Cornwall, if they're running low on 50p's, then the Royal Mint will send those new 50p's out to them. But they've got a big long store at the back of the what was it called, the coin press room at the Royal Mint. They've got a long store there, which I don't know, no one knows. Well, some people do know, we don't know as mere mortals what coins and how many they've got stored there. That would be a fascinating bit of information, because we could find out how many, I don't know, how many £2 coins they've got back there, how long until they run out of £2 coins. They've said they're not going to mint them for the next 10 years. They could have tons of coins there. They could have tons and tons of £2 coins there. Who knows? But yes, so that's what it is. So it's pot luck. If your region demands or requires more of a certain denomination at a certain time, and that is then fulfilled by the Royal Mint, depends if you get commemoratives, definitives, whatever it happens to be. But yeah, that's my understanding at least. But I've prattled along far too long. This is much longer than I normally do. But thank you for the questions, and we'll get back to the coins. Well, there we go. Unfortunately, no alphabets, but 4 or 5 Jersey 10p's. We've got a whole bunch of years. We've got 2012 there, 2014, 2002, 2002 again on this one, and this one is 1992. So an interesting range of different dates. So not a total bust, but not the best luck we've ever had with these 10p's. But as ever, all that leads me to do now is thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for more coins. Bye.